I'm Patrick Bryant, CEO of software development firm Code and Trust, and also the chairman of the Harbor Entrepreneur Center. This is Entrepreneur Studio, brought to you by SC Biz News. And before we get started, I have to give a shout out to our news sponsor and longtime supporter of all things entrepreneurial and friends of ours, Matt Pardick and Chris Corley of Harbor Wealth Management Group. Today I have Jonathan Zucker with me, who is a phenomenal entrepreneur. I know that Z-Man Fishing is like one of the companies that you have to pay attention to, but clearly special in your heart. Like, why is it special? How big is it? Just give us a basic flair for what Z-Man Fishing is.
Z-Man goes back in our family about almost 35 years now.
Oh my God, that's a long time.
Yeah, and it was born out of some excess capacity on an industrial tape line, and we started making silicone bass skirts. Those are the frilly little skirts that hang on the bottom of a bass jig. So back then they were made out of rubber, and we had an industrial line. We were making silicone tape, and we started making these bass lures out of the silicone material, and that was a big thing. So anyway, the reason it became so special for me is because my father sort of challenged me with this business. And just before my father was diagnosed with a brain tumor that unfortunately ended up taking him, one of the challenges that one of the things that I was trying to do was to help learn some of the businesses. And this is one that I found in our portfolio. I said, what is it about fishing? Like, I'd love to learn more about this business. So I dove in, and I realized that it wasn't as exciting as you might think a fishing business was. We were selling these skirts, and we had this big opportunity to sort of revolutionize things. And my dad basically...
But it's kind of struggling at that point, right? Like, it wasn't where it is today by any stretch of the meaning.
Right, it was totally struggling. We were totally at the whim of our customers. They'd place a really big order one year, and the following year they wouldn't order at all. My father said, you know what, take the business. If you can fix this, you can fix anything. So I took that challenge to heart. And we've really run with that. And over the last 15 years, we've transformed that. We created our own consumer-facing brand. We have developed our own products. Our tagline is the science and art of fishing. And we've really taken that to the next degree. We've involved science and scientists in the development of our new products and innovative new ideas of how to catch fish and how to interest fishermen in our products.
So I love this challenge of your dad's, right? Because we know that he had a bunch of different business units, and clearly this was just one that you could run with.
It definitely was. I think being passionate about fishing to begin with helped spur my interest in it. And then seeing what other companies were doing in that consumer product space, I think excited me to be able to do something that was a little more consumer facing, whereas many of our businesses are very industrial facing, very business to business. Really wanted to get involved in something that had a brand, that had a lifestyle associated with it, that you could really get behind and have lots of graphics and advertising and video and social media that really could help take us to the next level.
Well, thanks for sharing the story. Thanks for accepting the challenge and clearly being successful with it. So good to see you.